Here's a number that should scare you. Almost 60% of restaurants don't make it past their first year. And yet, every single day, someone walks into a bank, takes out a loan, and bets their entire life savings on a burger shop. So today, we're going to do something nobody does before they open a restaurant. We're going to run the actual math, not the dream, the math. Because somewhere between the dream of flipping burgers for a living and the reality of running a 7-figure business, there's a formula. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Let's start where every restaurant story actually starts, not with the grand opening, but with the spreadsheet nobody wants to look at. A small, single-location burger restaurant in the US typically costs anywhere from $150,000 to $500,000 to open. That range is enormous, and here's why it matters. Where you land in that range decides whether you're profitable in year 1 or drowning in debt by year 2. So what's actually inside that number? First, the lease and build-out. Commercial kitchen equipment, ventilation, plumbing, and interior design can eat 60 to 65% of your entire opening budget. A single flat-top griddle, a walk-in cooler, a fryer station, and a ventilation hood alone can run you $50,000 to $100,000 before you've cooked a single patty. Second, licensing and permits. Food service license, health permits, liquor license if you're serving alcohol, signage permits. This can add another $5,000 to $15,000 and, just as important, months of waiting time most new owners never budget for. Then there's your initial inventory, your point of sale system, your first 3 months of payroll before revenue stabilizes, and your marketing launch budget. Most people budget for the fun stuff, the menu, the branding, the grand opening party, and forget the boring stuff, like the 6 months of rent you'll pay before you're even profitable. That gap between opening day and profitability is where most restaurants quietly die.
Now, let's talk legal structure, because this decision alone can save or cost you tens of thousands of dollars. Almost every serious restaurant owner in the US operates as an LLC, a limited liability company. Why? Because it separates your personal assets from your business debts. If your burger shop gets sued or takes on debt it can't pay, your house and your personal savings stay protected. It costs a few $100s to set up in most states. Skipping this step to save that money is one of the most expensive mistakes a new owner can make. Now, location. This is where dreams and spreadsheets fight the hardest. Everyone wants the busy corner in the trendy part of town, but high foot traffic means high rent, and in the restaurant world, rent should never exceed about 10% of your projected gross revenue. If a location costs you $6,000 a month in rent, that math only works if you're confident you can pull in at least $60,000 a month in sales. A cheaper location with lower visibility but strong nearby population density, offices, apartments, schools, often outperforms the flashy corner spot because the math actually works. Let's talk about the number that makes or breaks every single restaurant: food cost percentage. Industry benchmark is 28 to 35% of revenue. That means if you sell a $12 burger, roughly $3.50 to $4 of that should be going toward ingredients. Go higher than that consistently, and you're bleeding profit with every sale, even on a busy Saturday night. This is why menu engineering matters so much. Pricing a burger isn't about what feels fair, it's about protecting that percentage on every single item you sell. Now stack labor cost on top of that. Industry average is roughly 30% of revenue. Add your food cost and labor cost together, and you get what the industry calls prime cost. And for a healthy, profitable restaurant, that combined number should sit around 60 to 65% of revenue. Go above 70%, and you're running on fumes. This is the single most important formula in the entire restaurant industry, and almost nobody who dreams about opening a restaurant has ever heard of it. So here's the real question. How does a burger shop actually get to $1 million a year in revenue? Break it down and it's simpler than it looks. $1 million a year is roughly $83,000 a month. If your average order value is $15, that means you need about 5,500 transactions a month, or around 185 customers a day. For a single location with a decent lunch and dinner rush, that is completely achievable. It's not about needing thousands of customers, it's about consistent, repeatable daily volume.
Let's make this real. Picture a small burger shop. Call it a hypothetical case. Owner puts in $40,000 of savings, borrows $160,000 through an SBA loan, and opens in a modest strip mall next to a gym in an apartment complex. Not the flashy downtown corner, the quiet, high-density spot. Month 1, revenue is slow, maybe $20,000, barely covering costs. But because rent is low and the owner priced the menu using that food cost formula, prime costs stay controlled, even while sales are small. By month 6, word of mouth and a consistent social media presence, posting short videos of the grill, the flame, the smash technique, start driving a steady local following. Monthly revenue crosses $50,000. By month 12, with lunch specials driving weekday traffic and weekend volume from the surrounding neighborhood, monthly revenue hits $80,000. That's just under $1 million a year from one small shop in a location most people would have overlooked entirely. Notice what got this shop there. It wasn't luck, it was rent that respected the 10% rule. It was a menu priced around real food cost math. It was staffing built around actual labor cost percentage, not gut feeling. And it was consistent local marketing that cost almost nothing but time. Now let's talk about why most restaurants never get here. The most common failure point isn't bad food, it's cash flow blindness. Owners who don't track prime cost, don't know their break-even number, and find out they're losing money only after the bank account is already empty. The second biggest failure point is underestimating how long it takes to become profitable. Most new restaurants need 6 to 12 months just to reach consistent break-even, and owners who don't have that cash runway built in from day one are already in trouble before they open the doors. Here's the framework to take with you if you ever consider this path, or if you just want to understand how any small business actually makes money. Rule 1. Know your prime cost, food plus labor, and keep it under 65% of revenue. Rule 2. Rent should never exceed 10% of projected gross sales. Rule 3. Budget for 6 months of expenses beyond your opening costs, because that's the real danger zone. Rule 4. Growth comes from repeatable daily transactions, not viral moments. Consistency beats hype every single time. And Rule 5. Separate yourself legally from day one, because protecting what you build matters just as much as building it. This is the same framework that applies whether you're opening a burger shop, a coffee shop, or any small business chasing that first $1 million in revenue. The businesses that make it aren't the ones with the best burger, they're the ones that actually understood the math before they signed the lease. So here's my question for you. Comment below and tell me, would you ever bet your own savings on opening a restaurant knowing these numbers? Subscribe to the Violet Vault, because next time we're breaking down a business model most people get completely wrong, and it might be the one you're thinking about starting yourself. Because remember, almost 60% of restaurants don't make it past year 1, but now you know exactly why the other 40% do.